Here to talk to us about the importance of investing, why we should take part in our own destiny and not leave it in the hands of others, is Yoni Assia, founder of eToro, the world's largest social trading and investment network. Welcome, Yoni.
Hi, everybody. I'm Yoni Assia. I'm the CEO and founder of eToro, the social investment network. And I want to talk today about investing and how your investments can actually make shit happen. My romance with the financial markets started when I was very young, when I got my first stocks to my bar mitzvah. Ever since, I've been always passionate both about technology and about the financial markets. Over the past 8 years, we've been thinking in eToro about what makes people invest. And more than that, what is it that intimidates people from making their own financial investing? What we realized is that investing is actually a form of voting. It's voting with your money. Most people think that when you invest, you just speculate on the future. You just try to choose which stocks are going to go up. But in effect, when you invest in the market, you actually determine that future. You actually support the companies and you invest in order for them to grow. The biggest threat to our society is the fact that people actually don't know how to vote with their money. And they just give that right away to other people. When asked why, most people simply say they don't know any other alternative, that they don't know how to invest their own money. I'm here to explain why I believe this is actual bullshit and investing is actually extremely simple. When I had dinner a couple of years ago when my son Adam was 2, I was eating schnitzel and chips and drinking Diet Coke. And my son was looking at my Diet Coke and he was pointing at the Diet Coke. Since my wife wasn't there, I said, "Hell, here, drink some Diet Coke." When he started drinking, I saw his eyes sort of lit up. Ever since there, every dinner, he's pointing at my Diet Coke and saying, "Cola, cola, give me cola." Now, what that led me to understand is that Coca-Cola is a great company and they have a great product. And more than that, most chances are when my kids are going to grow up, they're still going to buy cola. But when they'll buy cola and when people here actually buy a can of Coke, we actually do transfer money. We do invest in Coca-Cola. But when we throw away the can, we sort of enjoyed it and then have nothing to do with Coca-Cola anymore till the next time we purchase. But we could also buy Coca-Cola stock and actually enjoy both the taste of Coca-Cola and enjoy ownership of a company that we actually believe in. And now, when my wife tells me that Coca-Cola is not healthy for my kids, I tell her it is healthy because we're invested in Coca-Cola and that's going to pay for their college. So that's how simple it is to actually invest in things you believe in. And there are other great examples. I see a lot of people here at the Web Summit with their new iPhone 6. And what's great about Apple, it's not only a great company with great products, it's a company with a great vision that a lot of people here really believe in that vision and believe in what Apple stands for. And just as an example, if anybody that has an iPhone 6 and probably bought 8 iPhones since the first iPhone launched, would have bought also $500 worth of stock every time he bought an iPhone. So when the first iPhone was launched, you also invested $500 in Apple. And when the second one, and so forth and so forth. And when the iPhone 6 was launched, you both bought an iPhone 6 and then again invested $500 in Apple stock. You would have had today both an iPhone 6 and more than $16,000, which again really show how simple it is to invest in what you believe in. So people might ask themselves, so how do I find things that I believe in? And here at the Web Summit, in my opinion, that's actually quite easy. Because here at the Web Summit, we all believe in technology. We all believe that technology is reshaping the future, and technology is actually progressing the world into a better place. The NASDAQ index actually represents our beliefs. It represents that we believe and the world believes that technology is now progressing and that technology is progressing the world into a better place. And when we invest in technology, when we invest in the NASDAQ, we don't only try to help ourselves becoming rich, but we also help everybody here. Because when we invest in the NASDAQ, then the valuations of the companies that can buy the startups here actually go higher. When we invest in the NASDAQ, the markets get hotter, and then it's easier for us to actually IPO our own companies. So investing in technology needs to be something everybody here at the Web Summit actually does. And I hear some people talking about the fact that the NASDAQ now is almost breaking the record of 2000, and therefore it must mean there's a market crash just around the corner. To these cynics I say, in 2000, nobody really knew who Google was. In 2000, the mobile revolution and the smartphone revolution was really just a concept. It was still just a dream. In 2000, Mark Zuckerberg was still in high school, and social sharing was considered somewhat communism. So we're all here, we all believe in technology, we all believe that our companies are going to succeed, therefore we should invest in what we believe in. And a great example of fanatic group of believers is another interesting investment opportunity. So I myself was bit by the Bitcoin bug about 4 years ago. Ever since, I've been looking at that phenomena, which is disrupting both technology and the financial markets. Now, people are talking about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is various things. Bitcoin is a new disruptive technology. Bitcoin is a new global currency or commodity. People refer to it as the TCP/IP of value or the Internet of money. But to really try and explain what Bitcoin is to people, I try to say Bitcoin is digital gold. Gold was actually the technology to transfer and describe value for the past 5,000 years. And that was before technology was really invented. Bitcoin just uses logic, the internet, and computer sciences to replicate that over the internet. And a lot of people tell me, but gold is real. I can touch gold, I can see gold, and Bitcoin is virtual, it's digital. To those people I ask, how many of you actually have seen a bar of gold or held a bar of gold? Who thinks here that anybody has bars of gold in their bank? Well, I have Bitcoins in my phone, and I transfer them regularly. And when I transfer them, it feels just like the internet felt at 96. So Bitcoin is real, and a lot of people believe in Bitcoin and believe that Bitcoin could reach $10,000. And for those believers and people interested, it's really simple to compare that to the cult of the Star Wars cult. But Star Wars took 35 years to reach $4 billion. And Bitcoin took 5 years to reach more than $5 billion. And that's really the beauty of the internet and the global world where we live in. And it's easy to invest in Bitcoin. For example, at eToro, just open an account with a credit card and start investing in Bitcoin. So there are no real barriers. Everything has today been e-commerce. Another great revolution is the crowdfunding revolution. And these amazing numbers by Kickstarter from the beginning of the year show that people are actually pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into crowdfunded projects. Such great projects like Oculus that was sold to Facebook for $2 billion. But another revolution is starting, and that's equity crowdfunding. And people here at the Web Summit and the 2,000 startups that are here, and we all witness, can actually now also invest in startups and invest $1,000 or $5,000 in startups in platforms like AngelList and iAngels. And that's really great, because when you invest in startups today, you can actually look at the founder's eyes and understand what you invested in and really be a part of that success. Some people ask, so give me an example. How do these startups work? And I want to show an example of a startup which I'd like to encourage to do an equity crowdfunding. And this is actually sort of the revenue chart of that startup, where everybody here actually are familiar with this specific startup, because these are the ticket sales to the Web Summit. And all Paddy needs to do is simply upload his company into an equity crowdfunding platform and tell us that next year, when we buy the tickets for the Web Summit, we can also spend $1,000 to buy shares at the Web Summit. We're still negotiating the terms on this. Some people, though, still haven't found what they believe in. The beauty of the internet is today, you can actually also find people you believe in. So if you don't understand what you believe in, you can, using the transparency of the internet, find people you believe in. At eToro, we're running a social investment network where every investor, every person who opens an account on eToro and funds an account and starts to invest, actually publishes his portfolio and every investment he makes in the markets. So, for example, one of our popular investors is a local Irish gentleman actually here with us in the audience who has already more than 70,000 people following him and thousands of people copying him. When copying people, we invented copy trading to allow people to actually invest in people they believe in. And every person going to eToro can actually search and find thousands of people to choose from in order to actually invest in what they do. And when you invest in people and copy what they do, you actually get the full transparency of understanding exactly what they're doing directly in your account. The bottom line is, we can change the future if everybody here starts investing in what they believe in. Whether it's new startups, technology companies, or people on eToro you believe in, you can actually change the future by making sure that you vote with your money properly. Thank you very much.